What's up, guys? I wanted to point out one thing that I added to the Morse code project, not to make it harder, but to make it less work, less detail, and to take advantage of the stuff that people have already done before us. So what we had is a little dictionary, A equals whatever, B equals whatever, and then you type in some Morse code and it'll spit out the translation. I can say hello and it gives us that. But we can never predict every single character, and we don't want to make our dictionary have backslash, forward slash, asterisk, euro sign, everything else. So we need to be prepared. What if they give us something we didn't anticipate? And what we talked about last time in class was the try except, because that is something we've done before when it was like converting to an int from an input, which starts as a string. You can say try except value error and have some backup if they don't do it right. And this is the same except it's key error, which is what happens if you put something in the brackets that wasn't there in the left column or the key. So if I put a bunch of these guys, then I told it to give the little square boy unknown character. But it turns out we don't need 4 lines for this. We need 1, because our problems are never unique. They're always stuff that has been encountered before by really smart guys who made some solution or requested some solution or, petitioned for a new feature. And what the dictionary type has is a method called get, G-E-T, which is to return some value from a key. So I could say Morse dict dot get and then character. And the first benefit of that is that when it doesn't find the thing, it returns nothing instead of raising an error. So if you say some letters and then some stuff, it gives you none, which is cool, right? We don't have to worry about try except and preventing a crash. It's already going to prevent a crash. The code under the hood might use try except, or it might use something else. I haven't checked. But get also has an optional second parameter, which is a default, a backup option for what if it doesn't find the thing. Instead of none, I can put this little guy that we were earlier using in the except. And now it does the same thing it did with a single line using the method that was made before us instead of doing the work ourselves. So I can say some stuff we like, some stuff we don't, and it'll handle that perfectly without us having to treat our problem as a brand new thing that no one's ever anticipated before and write the code from scratch. We can just say, hey, you know what? There's a thing. Now the drawback to that is that we have to know the thing. We have to know the get method, which I didn't last time when I was talking about this. I don't use dictionaries very often, so I didn't know all the ins and outs, but then I checked it out, and that's nice. If you have the try except in your code, you can keep it. It does the right stuff, and it's very readable. If you look at the code, you'll know what's going on. So I'm not saying you have to throw that out and lose points if you keep it or whatever. But this is cool, especially because it's a single line. It does it all. Primary purpose plus backup plus the default. It's all like wonderfully wrapped up in some stuff that is in its own way easy to read and compact and nice. No weird symbols, no weird math stuff. Looking pretty good. So keep that in mind. If there's ever a problem where you're thinking, man, I wish we could do X with a dictionary, or I wish we could do Y with a list. Well, somebody has probably thought of that, And somebody has probably helped that first somebody by coming up with a solution that we don't have to do ourselves.